questions. They're always in my head. Let's move. On me.
So I got him, so. Yeah, but I got Mason. What? Alright, let's play a game. Let's play a game with Mason. Come on, let's play a game with Mason.
Where am I? Where's Reznov?
Where am I? Where's Reznov? Where's Reznov? I like how it looks like his Black Ops 1 self, but he really doesn't. Because he's a lot younger in that age. And in Black Ops 2, he's a lot older, and he has that beard. He has that stupid beard, but, I mean, who am I to criticize? But he has that stupid beard, though. I don't like it, man, but I like the one mission he doesn't have the beard, though, and I like it. And Mason is a beloved character from the Black Ops history, and Woods. They're both the beloved characters from the Black Ops history. I got Mason.
Could use some help. It's good to see you.
Ah! Ha! He's jelly. He's jelly. I got Mason. Ah! Ha! Oh my god, he's just. I was like that too.
Training time's over. Go to work. Lifter 1-1 authorizing drop order. Go.
Sergeant Woods! Sergeant Woods! Sergeant Woods! Dang! Mason, no survivors, Mason! Oh god, we're going in! We're going in! Oh my god, they're all... Ah, got him! That is hilarious. We're all Mason. That's cool. We're all Mason. That is dope. We're all Mason over here. That's really hilarious and funny at the same time. That is hilarious. I just punched him. I didn't think that would work. I really didn't think that would work. But it did. I really didn't think it would work though. That was awesome. That was cool. I gotta admit. That was pretty dope. What happened is right there. Whoops, no. Give me that. Okay. I don't know why I picked it up. I don't know why I just picked that up. But... Alright, let's grab this backpack. Grab that. Grab that. Okay, there should be like a crate somewhere. I need that definitely. What's this? I'm gonna keep the rocket launcher on me, just for a precaution. I'm gonna just keep that there. I'm gonna leave that there. I might need that. Is there anything else that they haven't loaded? Okay, I need that AK for sure. Alright, I'm all set. I'm all set, I believe. There's no crates, no boxes, so I'm good. Yeah, I'm set. So let me just put everything on this gun.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Let's go try to get Reznov's hat. I know I'm not going to get Reznov because Reznov is too hard, but Mason was pretty easy. I gotta give you that. Mason is really easy to do because all you have to do is activate something and you don't have to kill no one. I mean, to survive, you probably won't. I didn't kill no one that whole game, though. I did not kill anyone into that entire game. That's the thing. So... maybe it's like a record, like you can kill no one in... Okay, let's see if his hat's here. If it's not, then we're gonna leave immediately. Okay, the floor is gone. The stuff around here is gone. I'm not gonna enter the water because it's too loud. Like up here, maybe? Nope. Alright, let's go. Let's go here. Ooh, I need that. Someone's been here. Someone must have got it. Someone must have got Reznov's hat. Unless it's over here and then they forgot and then they left it, then they're pretty stupid. We're just gonna loop around. I've been saying for years to the entire... Oh god. Okay, I did not think I could do that. I did not think that was a... the Black Ops map is a little too small. I feel like they like lowered the maps way smaller. Oops. I think I just got the truck stuck. You have to look backwards just to... Yeah! Alright. Woo! Alright, there's a chopper back here, then it's perfect. Then we're set. We're set through the entire game. Oh no. And I think someone just got the chopper. Oh, the truck's still going. It's still going. Oh god. Woo! Yeah, that's right. This is where I survived to get Mason. I was way over there. Oh my god, that was clutch. I clutched it. Let's just say that. Okay, I don't think there's a helicopter over here. I don't think. No, there ain't.
Supply drop inbound.
That looks something from they pulled off a GTA. Nope, I hear people. Yep, I can get that chopper in no time. If I can even make it there. Do 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 do. So that's where you go when you get the stained light shirt. You go over there and you activate a button over there. I can't show you right this game, but I'm kind of. Oh, someone got a ray gun. Let's go get him. I know that ray gun is a dope weapon, and that can get you down like immediately, but I'm gonna go for it.
Further collapse indicated safe zone.
I don't know if he died or not. Oh. Oh, he got me. Oh, you got him. Oh, he didn't have the ray gun. No, I could have sworn he had that thing.
There we go. First weapon find and a backpack. Yeah, I don't think I really need a backpack. I gotta get off the road. These rocks are killing me. Oh no. That was bad. And a backpack. Yeah, I don't think I really need a backpack. I gotta get off the road. These rocks are killing me. Oh no. That was bad. Okay. Grenade, that's gonna come in handy. And a backpack. Got a backpack. 2 more backpacks. Oh, that's an Uzi. Let's go. Let's go, baby. There's my rifle. Think we got a gun range? Okay, 4 more backpacks. So, for those of you that don't know, Chad and Tim set up the course, and whoever was responsible for the North Swamp, I'm gonna kill him. Nice. The game makers are too kind. All right, got everything I need. Just gotta find a good place to camp. We sit, we hide, we don't go out into the action. That's how you get shot. I think we're gonna get on the golf cart. Oh, goodness gracious. We got an airdrop. We gotta go. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a sniper. It's like a podium in a fog. Oh, there's a crate. Frying pan. Boat. There's Kobe. Oh, he doesn't even see me. I'm gonna get in this truck and snipe him. It's gonna make way too much noise. It looks like he's using a paddle. I am very confused right now. No need to rush this. Cannot miss this shot. Are you ready for more? Oh! Gotta get covered. We got a runner. He's running away. Are you ready for more? Going down for the hoses. I got it! Can you give me keep the hose up? I think you got me. I gotta bail. Alright, looks like I got 2 balloons down on Kobe. He just took off in the woods. I did run out of ammo on my pistol. I'm gonna go back, get my sniper, start heading to town. Let's go find some people. Alright, my balloons are right here. In a safe, secure location. All I gotta do is wait them out, baby. And I'm gonna be sitting here taking a siesta. Okay. Barrels, but my balloons stick up, obviously.
He's just sitting there like he's just minding his own business.
Ah, there's Kobe. Oh God, taking fire! Losing down. I got him first! 100%! Let's go! Alright, here's the deal. Kobe and I just shot each other at the same time. Technically, it's not actually the same time because I shot him a little before he shot me. Like a millisecond. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because neither of us have balloons anymore. We're not happy about it, but we're both out. Gotta get up top.
He's just chilling there.
Pretty sure I got 2 pops up, and I am in desperate need of a new weapon. I'm gonna try and search around here, see if I can find something. I need a gun. Let's go. Ah! Ding! Oh wow, that's a lot of bullets. Ah! Oh, grenade!
Oh!
Oh yeah. I'm getting out of here. There we go. That's what I need.
A scar.
I think someone's downstairs. I got a balloon. Alright, boy! I'm in it to win it, baby! Cody, you camper! Did I hit you? You did not! Oh, shit. AK.
Oh, shit, AK.
Not worth it. This
2017. All the original videos are linked with timestamps in the description.
advanced specialist. Wait, what's the game mode?
Ready?
Oh, poor baby. No wonder you wore this thing.
How sweet. You ugly little shit. Now there's our face.
That's only a face a mother could love.
Let's see what really scares you.
What the fuck? What the? That shit ain't fucking right, dude. What the fuck? Hey everyone, I'm Andrew, and on this super spooky special episode of Yellow Spandex, we're looking at the fearsome fashion icon from Friday the 13th. This is the evolution of Jason Voorhees. Jason's grisly glow-up cemented him as a slasher icon, but it took him a few movies to find his style. Let's start with his formative fashion. Outside of the legendary final jump scare, we don't see much of Jason in the first Friday, but the basic design by horror legend Tom Savini would inform Jason's look for the rest of the series. A bulbous, bald head and a facial deformity that makes his eye droop down towards his cheek. Jason takes center stage in part 2, where he wore his best overalls and flannel for his big-time debut and covered up his head with a burlap sack that only had one hole for his good eye.
Damn. I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Under the hood, our first glimpse of adult Jason is more rampaging redneck than rage-fueled revenant, with jacked up teeth, scraggly red hair, and a copious neck beard. When it came time for a third film, Jason made 3 huge changes to his aesthetic that would last for the rest of the series. He lost his wispy ginger locks, stole a dark green work shirt and gray pants, and acquired his iconic hockey mask, courtesy of prankster Shelby Finkelstein. Show me Shelby Finkelstein!
Stop fooling around, man.
There's no in-story reasoning why Jason likes to dress up as a goalie, and behind the scenes, the mask was just sort of a happy accident. See, during a routine lighting test, the crew needed to cover up the Jason actor's face, and the 3D supervisor just happened to be a huge hockey fan.
And I must admit, in modesty, that I put the hockey mask on Jason.
He had an old Detroit Red Wings goalie mask handy, but it was a little too small. So they used a vacuum form mold to cast a bigger, badder replica. And lo, a legend was born.
Who are you?
In part 4, Jason's outfit is more or less identical to part 3, only with a nasty crack in his mask, courtesy of an axe to the face. A detail that will remain constant throughout the series. One thing that's never really consistent, though, is how Jason looks when he inevitably gets unmasked. Part 3's Jason had a face only a mother could love, but it's nowhere near the monster we'd expect him to be. So Tom Savini returned to update his original vision for a grown-up Jason in what was supposed to be his last appearance. But that ain't how Hollywood works, baby. Billed as the final chapter, and it was the last time we'd see a living, breathing human Jason in the original series. But Mama Voorhees demanded more blood, so for the back half of the Friday franchise, Jason was revived as an indestructible force hell-bent on destruction during the zombie years. But before we start raising the dead, we should address the black sheep of the franchise, The New Beginning, and it's Jason wannabe Roy Burns. I'll give the producers credit for sticking to their guns with the whole final chapters thing, and I actually kind of love the jumpsuit and blue chevrons on his mask, but Roy was a poor substitute for Crystal Lake's favorite son. When the real deal finally returned and Jason lives, he's still wearing the same clothes he stole in part 3. As continuity, baby, is what I'm talking about. Callbacks. It's just tattered and rotted after spending the last few years 6 feet under. Jason upgrades his gear with a nifty utility belt to hold all of his implements of murder like some kind of f***ed up Batman. And some yellow gloves to hold his sliced in half hand together. Beneath the mask, Jason's body is a writhing mess of worms and maggots that you never saw coming. And while we don't get a full view of his face, when we see it in the new blood, Jason is revealed as a rotting, monstrous ghoul with decaying flesh and exposed bone. God damn, he's ugly. Time to start the day! This was fan favorite Kane Hodder's first appearance as Jason, and he wore basically the same outfit as Jason Lives, plus some gnarly chains used to sink him to the bottom of Crystal Lake. Real heavy metal shit. But the real innovation of the new blood was how well it sold the beatings Jason has taken throughout the years. On top of the trademark axe crack, the lower part of his mask is still broken away after making out with a boat propeller in part 6. And you can actually see his spine and ribcage poking through his skin after years of death and destruction. The continuity nods are appreciated, but then Jason takes Manhattan, pretty much just throws it all out of the window. For one thing, his outfit has magically repaired itself, only now it's inexplicably dripping wet wherever he goes. Also, after his original mask was destroyed at the end of New Blood, Jason finds a new one that conveniently has the exact same axe wound from part 3. It's a very cool look, although the unmasking scene was a little underwhelming, considering his face was being melted by toxic waste at the time. You hate to see it. Maybe that's why he's so jacked up at the beginning of Jason Goes to Hell. Just a big, bloated monstrosity that doesn't even come close to looking like a human, with his mask, or what's left of it, permanently embedded in his face. Of course, he doesn't stay in this body for long after the FBI blows him away in the most brilliant sting since Goodfellas.
Bye-bye, dickhead. See you in Attica, dick.
Jason spends most of the movie as a wriggling little worm monster. Jason Goes to Hell was subtitled The Final Friday, but it's hard to keep a good slasher down, plus they couldn't get Chris Tucker or Ice Cube to sign off on it.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, you ain't got shit to do.
Still, it was the end of the classic era, and Jason would never look quite so cool again. Because now we've entered the dork age. Nearly a decade after The Final Friday, Jason joined the ranks of Pinhead, the Leprechaun, Homer Simpson, and other pop culture icons who've been blasted into space. Jason X added a tan jacket, fingerless gloves, and little tufts of hair to his earthbound attire. Along with a brand new mask, it's more angular than the smooth curves that we're used to. I hate it. Of course, the real makeover came courtesy of some nano machines that upgraded the titular killer into a gleaming metal cyborg, as if he wasn't scary enough. Uber Jason was
Blackout.
fine, I guess, but he just doesn't feel like Jason. He looks like Lord Zed crossed with a Doctor Who villain, and even the concept art looks like something I would have seen on DeviantArt in 2003. Sadly, this was Kane Hodder's final appearance under the mask. For Freddy vs. Jason, the producers allegedly wanted an actor who would power over the diminutive Master of Dreams. So they replaced Hodder with Ken Krasinger, who was a whopping 2 inches tall. Jason kept things casual for his big crossover with a bulky brown coat over a torn gray sweatshirt. And the mask is back to the classic design with one key exception. For the first time since part 3, the axe crack has completely disappeared. I wonder how many hours
No!
achieve that effect. Is this blatant disrespect for the series canon the reason it was rebooted in 2009? All I can say is Jason in the Friday the 13th remake still isn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but this version shows off a lot more intelligence than his Berserker counterpart. He can shoot arrows, build traps, and apparently sew, since he's wearing a stitched-together coat that's half military, half hunting jacket. The mask was reportedly cast from the same mold makeup yet. Jason's face with Savini's definitive look from the final chapter, and incorporates a full upper body prosthesis that gives him a thick, veiny neck and a hump on his back for whatever reason, probably to put water or some snacks in. The remake is sort of a Jason's greatest hits, showing his evolution from a bullied little kid to the classic burlap sack, and finally the full-on hockey mask. It's a decent enough tribute, but that's nothing compared to the love poured into Friday the 13th, the game. The game itself might have been wonky as but you can't deny the developers' die-hard love for the series. It had gruesomely detailed skins for nearly every iteration of the Crystal Lake Killer, even the weird purple and green color scheme from the NES game, which happens to be my personal favorite. And a hellacious new design by Tom Savini. Sadly, legal squabbles over the rights have put the future of the game and the Friday the 13th franchise as a whole in jeopardy. Legal squabbles. The scariest monster of them all.
Hi everyone, I'm Moose. This is my new Moose stash. The mask makes Michael Myers. After 10 on-screen appearances, the shape is a familiar sight to horror fans. But despite its simple design, the face of the boogeyman differs drastically between movies. So today on Yellow Spandex, we're investigating the mysteries of Michael Myers' masks. And of course, we'll start with the original. John Carpenter and Deborah Hill's script for Halloween isn't very specific about Michael's mask. It only makes a couple of references to it. Once as a large, full-head latex mask, not a monster, the pale, neutral features of a man weirdly distorted by the rubber. And then later, he wears a Halloween mask made of rubber with the grotesque features of a man. So, we've got pale, neutral, grotesque, and human. Still not a lot to go on. So when Carpenter sent production designer Tommy Wallace out to find some candidates, he came back with a few options. One early frontrunner was a frowning rubber clown mask based off famous sourpuss Emmett Kelly, which would have made sense thematically, and considering that John Wayne Gacy was arrested the same year Halloween came out, the combo could have kicked off the whole killer clown phenomenon nearly a decade before it. I'll drive you crazy. Kill you. Carpenter liked the look, but he didn't want to commit quite yet, so they tried out a classic Richard Nixon mask, but that is more appropriate for skydiving bank robbers than silent slashers. Do you know Point Break? They also gave Mr. Spock a shot, and while the sulkin Vulcan was a little closer to the mark, as usual, he was stuck as second banana to William Shatner. When Nick Castle, the actor who played Michael, first tried on that $2 Captain Kirk mask, the crew knew they had nailed it. All it needed was a few minor touch-ups.
We changed a lot. We opened up the eye sockets. We changed the hair.
Yanked off the sideburns, and spray painted the whole thing white, fish belly white.
Once the shape had taken shape, Halloween was released to critical acclaim and unprecedented box office success.
Okay, that's Halloween, a horror movie we both think is pretty good. Very good.
Making a sequel a no-brainer. And luckily enough, they were able to use the exact same mask from the first film, since producer Deborah Hill had kept it in a box beneath her bed after production wrap. Now, if you compare the two movies, they actually look fairly different, so some fans are skeptical that the masks are one and the same. But there are some perfectly reasonable explanations for the discrepancy. For one thing, latex ages, especially when it's kept in the home of a heavy smoker like Hill. Second, they definitely gave the hair a new coat of paint. And last but not least, Nick Castle didn't reprise his role as Mikey for part 2, and new actor Dick Warlock's head was a different shape than the original shape, so the mask didn't sit on it quite the same way. It still looked fantastic though, and it would have been a fine send-off for the babysitter slasher. They didn't revive him for the Thorn trilogy. Part 2 was supposed to be the end of Michael Myers, so when Dick Warlock asked if he could keep the costume, the producer said, sure, go ahead. Unfortunately, that meant the original mask was nowhere to be found 7 years later, when they resurrected the shape. Jamie. Spoiler alert. Okay, here we go. I'm fixing all my mistakes. You guys are right. I f***ed up. The girl, Jamie, is Michael's niece, not his cousin. Sam Hain, even though it's pronounced Sam Hain in the movie, is pronounced Samhain.
The Festival of Samhain.
What another 1998 Godzilla. Not a girl. I don't want to say he's a boy. Not a girl. It's 2018. Sorry, you got me. Cuff 'em. Instead of finding another Captain Kirk, they decided to create their own from scratch, resulting in one of the worst masks in the whole series. Apparently, they were experimenting with a much different look early on. In one scene, Dr. Loomis is attacked by a boogeyman wearing a pink mask with big blonde hair. But even the more familiar final version looks pretty pathetic. It's super thin and wrinkly, there's barely any detail to it, and the thick brows, tiny eye holes, and surprised facial expression makes it look more like Mac from Always Sunny than the embodiment of evil. Now granted, the differences are kind of written into the script, since his original mask was destroyed in a hospital explosion and he just snagged a new one from the drugstore, and honestly, you can't expect them to keep the same masks in stock that were used to butcher babysitters 10 years earlier. That would be in poor taste. Halloween 5, on the other hand, is supposed to be the exact same mask from part 4, but given how awful that one looked, I'm not going to crucify the producers for whipping up a new one. Continuity be damned. It's still not as detailed as the original shape, and judging from the big-ass neck, doesn't quite fit properly, but it's definitely an improvement over its predecessor, and honestly, the shape is in the shadows for so much of this movie, you could barely see it anyway. Now, say what you will about the mess that is part 6, it has one of the better masks in the series. There's no on-screen explanation as to where Michael gets it, but homeboy must have found a stockpile of Star Trek paraphernalia somewhere because it's extremely close to the original design. Sure, the ears are a little big and the hair is a little crazy, but it's not a bad way to send off the original canon. Unfortunately, when the series was rebooted 3 years later with H2O, they ditched this design in favor of multiple masks. Halloween H2O used not one, not two, but 4 different masks throughout the course of filming. The original plan was to go with the same mold used for part 6. Director Steve Miner had a very different vision. He wanted the mask to be a pure, blank white, different than those that had come before, and devoid of William Shatner's chiseled jaw and devastating cheekbones. The K&B mask, as it was known, was met with a dismal reaction during dailies and was quickly replaced by a more traditional design by Walking Dead effects whiz Greg Nicotero. Then, after shooting half the movie, Miner decided he hated the new mask and enlisted Stan Winston's studio to make yet another version that was sort of a mix between the two.
It wasn't like we were hired and then fired, and then John Buechler was hired and fired, and then Stan Winston was hired and fired. It was more like the mask took on a life of its own.
The result is a movie where Michael Myers' mask is constantly too damn tight. Michael's eyes are almost always visible, which kind of takes away from the whole soulless, faceless boogeyman mystique. Halloween Resurrection isn't much better, although at least it's consistent. But after Busta Rhymes karate kicked him into oblivion, Mikey went back to basics for the Rob Zombie reboots. Masks play a much bigger role in the 2007 Halloween. Mikey is obsessed with them from day one, although his sister's boyfriend is the one who picks out the classic Captain Kirk design. The mask is even closer to the original than Part 6, only it's cracked and yellowed and rotting after spending years under the Myers floorboard. Part 2 takes that to the extreme with a mask that's literally falling apart at the seams, revealing more and more of Michael's face as the movie goes on. It's definitely terrifying, but just like the H2O eyes, I feel like it kind of humanizes the shape just a bit too much. That brings us to 2018 and the new Halloween sequel/reboot from David Gordon Green and Danny McBride. Makeup artist Christopher Nelson literally begged for the opportunity to take a crack at Michael's mask. And while he originally toyed with some very different ideas, John Carpenter encouraged the team to keep the shape simple and relentless. The resulting mask is a similar sculpt to the original, and while it might seem basic on the surface, throughout shooting, Nelson would constantly shift the padding underneath the mask and change up the spatters and paint on the surface to give the illusion that it's a living, decaying extension of Michael's own aged flesh. One touch I love about the new mask is how it bears the battle scars of the original night he came home. The hole in the neck and stains around the eye socket where Laurie stabbed him with a wire hanger. It really sells the idea that Halloween 2018 is a faithful follow-up to the first film, and it's going to be a great foundation for all those inevitable sequels. As for the original mask, the one that kicked off the series and helped redefine the horror genre, well, believe it or not, the prop still exists. In 2017, Halloween fan site michaelmyers.net tracked it down to Ohio haunted house owner Mark Roberts, who had purchased the prop from Dick Warlock in 2003. Today, the shape is in rough shape, but it's honestly a miracle that this 40-year-old unrestored prop hasn't just rotted away into nothingness. It's insured for $250,000, which ain't bad considering it started life as a $2 Captain Kirk mask. It just goes to show you that you don't need expensive makeup and gallons of gore to create an effective on-screen slasher. With just a little ingenuity and oodles of atmosphere, simple, neutral, fake mask became horror's most iconic face.
You can't kill the boogeyman.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Well, the new Halloween is out. It made a ton of money, and everyone really, really likes it. I liked it okay, but I really hated the ending.
Oh, no.
Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought, and maybe I'll debate you and tell you why it got me so worked up. In the meantime, please subscribe to Now the Third. Have a happy Halloween.
Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew, and I like my slashers just a little smaller. Chucky has always been my favorite movie maniac. I mean, what's not to love about a psychotic Cabbage Patch Kid doing a bad Jack Nicholson impression?
Nothing like a strangulation to get the circulation going.
Hey guys, I'm Connie, and I'm itching to go on a bug hunt. And so are you, judging from your response on our first How to Kill poll. Well, slow down, Space Marines, because I guarantee you anything is better.